Mr. Bright.
Hello everyone. Are you guys getting cold? Moving from the coast to the
I think I'm just lazy. It feels like I'm sitting lower down.
Otherwise my head will stick out too much.
There's a glass of water for you.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking whether you got some for me as well.
There's an extra one as well. Simon missed his, so we've got extra water.
Yeah, so sounds like a cliche by now, but it's been an interesting week. Yeah, it's been amazing. So many new things, and you guys discussed it already, all the things that have happened. But yeah, for my side, mostly the relearn thing, having a show on regular times and making sure that you have to be ready before that, and it's quite a lot of work actually, more than I figured it would be. But
yeah, you've put a lot of effort into it. So I mean, it's clearly visible as well.
Yeah. But it's also a bit of a startup issue because you have to figure out all the things, how to work with the overlays and the screens, and also build up a library of information. I've got lots of ideas for what I think are interesting shows, but also when I came here I didn't think I would get a show like this so soon.
Quickly.
So a lot of that stuff is still in Cape Town, which I hope to bring back with me after my leave. Some of it is actually in Holland, deep in storage, so I must actually think of a way of getting around that. Maybe I must send my nephew on an expedition. We call him Crocodile Diondi because his name is Dion, and he likes to go into that thing and dig into it. So probably must give him an idea, and he will enjoy that. So, but then we still have to send it here. But no, I really enjoyed it. It's quite interesting. It's quite different as well, just to do something for half an hour and without actually looking at a person, as I said. And so it's in a way limiting the technical stuff that we have now, but that's also something that's definitely going to improve with time. And as I said, I've got some, I think, quite interesting ideas about details of things like how things work and how birds work, how such as feather colors, different things. So, but as I said, a lot of the information I do have stored in my head, but it's like anecdotal, and to be able to present it, you need to double check your facts first. Just make sure that you don't talk rubbish on air, because that's something we only do in the Fireside Chat, I guess. We don't want to put it to relearn. It's definitely been interesting, and there's still other couple of things which hopefully might happen next week. Otherwise, we'll have to wait after I come back from my short leave. You
reminded me on Saturday, huh?
Yeah, I'm leaving on Saturday, and I'm coming back the Monday a week later, so 10 days only. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna go to a different part of the bush. My girlfriend is coming over from Cape Town for a couple of days, so she's gonna have a look what's going on here, and then we go 4 days to the side of Kruger, and then we spend a couple of days in Cape Town, and then it's back here again. So a short break, but I'm looking forward to the break actually, and meeting people again and catching up. But I'm also looking forward to coming back here and then picking up what Graham calls the second season of Relearn.
But full 6 weeks.
That's going to be full 6 weeks, 3 times a week. So lots of work to do, and let's see. And I'm also actually quite looking forward to tomorrow's WeWalk, because we've did some tweaking and other things. So technically it should be, I say, a lot more robust and better than the last one was. Looks forward to seeing how that works. And
I've enjoyed that.
That's an awesome concept, and we need to get it work technically.
It's very exciting in many ways, beyond and above just elephants. But Peter's been actually another thing, but we'll chat about that just now. With the walk, Peter's been a very integral part of the technical aspect as well, and with how we get things back to the vehicle and then get it back here, and the whole setup of it. Peter, and again, not to make it long, but I did look over at you a few times as well while the elephants were going on and doing the thing. I could see you in the distance, just through the trees and stuff. And what was the experience from that angle? I mean, you were sort of looking after the technical things, making sure we could be seen, and they obviously experienced it as well. So
it's a bit weird actually, because as people, well, except from you and Herman, we couldn't really see what was going on. I could only see the elephants moving quite fast and hearing the loud trumpeting. Things were going through my mind to say, what am I supposed to do, or what should I do? Because I was there with the vehicle, so I could do something. But then I decided
the branches aside, so the signal's better.
You still, I heard you shouting at the elephants, hey! So I figured you still have your wits about you and you're in control. So I'm not going to do anything, because I was thinking, based on a personal experience I had in Swaziland, and also I got charged by an elephant, which was caused by a vehicle coming from behind actually. So I was actually thinking, as long as things don't really get out of hand or something, I'm not going to do anything, because that'll actually make things quite worse. But yeah, I was quite anxious and worried, and in a way, because you can only hear things and don't see it. But yeah, as I said, then I saw you climbing up the termite mound. I could hear also the communication going on,
and
I could see you and Herman sitting up there, and then I thought, okay, cool. Then everything seemed to calm, and surprisingly as well, the elephants just, once that happened, they just went about their business and started browsing again, as if nothing ever happened. It's quite amazing actually.
I just wanted to mention something short on that, not to go into it long, but a couple of the questions that came through. A question from Mike was sort of touching on a few things, and Colleen also mentioned briefly a couple of things, but just in terms of the terrain and in terms of the behavior, and I'm sure many people have a similar question in mind, and to go into it is virtually impossible, because there's so many variations on behavior. So to say beforehand, in a situation like this you do that, is very difficult. I mean, I've been asked the question, what do you do when you see an elephant or a lion or a scorpion or a snake or a, whatever on foot? To go into that, you've just got so many different scenarios that to discuss it is just not possible. And also to look at things in hindsight often is a thing that, there's so many things you can explain and go through afterwards and the whole thing. But in the end, with animal behavior, it's a very real-time thing when it happens, especially if it's a situation where you've got to have your wits about you, like you said just now. I don't know if I've ever had my wits about me, really, but no, just kidding. But the point is, regarding this question, I don't want to go into too many details. In terms of a termite mound, is an obvious point. It's much higher than that. Elephant's a big animal. To get up there, it's cumbersome. It can run up it if it wants to, but it's got the potential of falling. You can run down the other side. There was a riverbed close by with big trees. There's a whole lot of terrain things that, as much as an elephant can run faster than a human, a human can move faster than an elephant when it comes to tricky terrain. So there's a whole lot of things to consider, and then you also consider their behavior. What are they doing? Why are they doing it? What might they do? And so there's so many aspects that to discuss it prior to the occurrence of seeing something on foot, and even afterwards, you can discuss so many aspects afterwards, but ultimately the way to really experience it is the way I've done and many other people have done over time, is just over time, getting experience and seeing more things on foot, and I'm going to draw a parallel through to everything around campus now, which we spoke about earlier, but it really is something that the best way to learn more about being on foot with animals and being on foot in this terrain is to come walking with us, and that's not to get you on the walk. That's the best way to do it. Every time I'm learning new things, I'll always learn more new things, but it's I've spent literally thousands of hours walking with guests and with friends and by myself and with my father when I was little, and all different kind of terrains and habitats and animals, and it's fantastic. Animal behavior, you can never learn enough about animal behavior. There's certain things you can learn more and more, and I just want to make that point. It's important to me that we realize, as much as it was quite a traumatic experience for some, maybe, Graham maybe, but it's partly also, with signal breaking up and everything else going on, and there was a whole lot going on. But during the whole course of it, it was a bit more exciting maybe than we would have hoped for. But it really was something that can happen again in future. It might happen only in 100 walks from now. It might happen in 5 or 10 walks from now, or maybe on Monday. It's something that you never really know what's going to happen, but it's obviously something that you're aware of. And we're not going to blindly fall around in the bush. We're going to always pay attention all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
you can't not pay attention when you're in the bush on foot. But sorry, that was a bit of a long thing, but I just wanted to explain it a little bit.